Harold, is the coffee all right?
Mm-mm.
Tell me what's wrong with the coffee.
Bad taste.
Now, what am I going to do?
Jean, this coffee is delicious. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same kind we've been using, is it?
Mm-mm.
Don't just shake your head. Explain why the coffee's so good.
Good taste.
In this work, I wanted to explore corruption in relation to the human condition with a sort of twisted hero's journey. Spawned in a dim, foggy landscape, illuminated only by a row of street lamps, the player is presented with an obvious path to follow, along with a typical conflict they must overcome. They may explore the terrain, discovering an alternate reality, all the while continuing their perceived journey. However, instead of the supposed destiny, success, or any other reward one might expect, there is nothing at the end of the journey. Instead, what was initially a minor threat has turned into a never-ending amalgamation grown to massive proportions. You have the ability to destroy it, block by block, but this is nowhere near enough to exterminate its entirety. It is inevitable that the entity eventually consumes the entire environment, as its components rapidly increase in size. This is a challenge you cannot overcome. In stark contrast to this post-apocalyptic scenario, we have an artificially picturesque landscape reflective of the idyllic self. This world offers an escape, a chance to ignore the ugly reality and submerge oneself within a perfect dream. However, this dream cannot last forever. Eventually, even this becomes corrupted, the sickness leaking over from the other world. Only in this world, you're powerless to stop it. Ultimately, the player is given the choice between fighting a battle they cannot win and submerging themselves within a slowly crumpling, delusional dream. As the saying goes, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Of course, in reality, the distinction is not so black and white, but it's worth pondering the parallels between this world and our own, both on an internal and external level.
Welcome to Animatic and Shows. This is an alien world that is living in the universe and part of the universe. My design tells the story of an alien world in an imaginary space that are facing a grave threats from Earth or attack from Earth. So when clicking either 6 of the human head, there will be sound come out that is turbulent and strong that represents the tight relationship between the alien world and the Earth.
The humans brought death to our world. The humans brought death to our world.
As we explore further, we can discover the heart of this alien world, which is this sphere that's spinning in the middle. And when you click the heart, it will have sound. And then we can pass to here are the signs that represents the origin of the alien world that is colored in green and red. When you click that, it will have sound, which somehow represents the confusions between urgent and not urgent. It also means positive or negative impact of connections between the two nations. You can drag your mouse around it and it will turn into color black and white, which shows that two nations really need a good connections to each other, a good relationship to each other to make the universe peaceful. This is also the meaning that I want to showcase in the design, which is forgiving peace and mutual respect between two distinct worlds.
The humans brought death to our world.
Being interested in space ever since I was a child, I decided to complete my assignment 4 over the number of launches gone into space over the past 65 years. So each color is represented by a country located here on the left, and the number of dots on each artboard represents the number of launches by that particular country. So then I have created a timeline located at the bottom for interactivity as the user goes right to left. The years change located at the bottom, and the corresponding launches appears on the Earth. In order to help the user to feel a little bit more overwhelmed by the number of launches, I also created a white noise, which as the user goes to the right-hand side of the timeline, the white noise increases in volume as well as speed as the years progress. So the design choices that I decided for this project is because of a previously completed project in AD 431 about space debris awareness. So I created this as a digital extension of the original poster that I did over space debris through a series of 65 artboard images, some arrays, and a sound file. This is my final project for this class.
So for this project, I decided to focus on technology as a sort of object of worship. So as I'm mimicking the opening of a new personal device, the cover is just really embellished with virtual content that represents how inherently ingrained it is in our everyday lives and how dependent we are on technology. And the sort of subtle, hidden, sinister side of this is that all of our sensitive personal data is also just up for grabs for anyone who has the capabilities or malicious intent. And I'm sure also that no one is surprised that the government and federal agencies also have this capability of tapping your phone, accessing webcams, tracking your location and contacts. And so what I wanted to do here is just make a really digital and sort of invisible thread more noticeable with these stickers that you can put on your phone.